know if that's what you're looking for, but if you want to know clay, real clay.
What are you doing?
Thank you.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Mima's Crafts and Chaos. So, since it's close to Easter, we are going to make some little Easter rabbits. Now I made up 6 ounces of resin, and I just wanted a thin coat for my front layer here. So they've all got, I made up 6 ounces, poured, and with some crushed crystal, run it through my vacuum chamber, and poured these. They have cured. And my idea for this is I have these little inclusion thingies. You never can get into these. Hard to get into. Anyway, they've got like little carrots and bunnies and eggs and stuff. I thought maybe we'd put some of those in one. I have these little jelly beans, but I don't know how well those will work. I have some pretty glitter, and I don't know if I want to do that. Plus I have these little pearls, and I thought they were fun colors, kind of Eastery looking. They're like pastel-y colors. Plus I have these little tiny chicks. I haven't really decided everything I want to do. Man, static. But I did have these two. They're just vinyl paper, and I had made little templates of my bunnies so I could cut these out so they would be perfect. So, and they pretty much do fit right down in there really good. So I thought maybe we could do that, but I'm probably going to have to, you know, put some resin down in front of that first. You shouldn't have stuck that down there like that. Now I'm going to have a heck of a time getting him out. Anyway, so I know I want to do that one and this one, or these two. This one is for this one, because I thought they kind of looked like colored Easter eggs, and I'm never going to get that out of there. I'll try later. So anyway, I know I want to do those two, and I did take a little piece and I put some UV resin on it and cured it just to see how it would do. And it seems to do okay under there. So cross my fingers. I haven't done this before. I'm sure other YouTubers have. But I know I haven't. So anyway, I'm going to get 6 more ounces. We might do this in stages just so that we don't have a lot of floaties. Because I want to do like my inclusions or my glitter or whatever first. And let that cure so that they don't, you know, I want my stuff to stay close. And then we're going to do a back coat of something. And they are kind of deep. They're about 1 inch deep, I would say. So that's my plan. So I will get some resin mixed up and decide exactly what I'm going to do. So you guys aren't sitting here figuring it out. Get that out. And then I will be back. All right, here we go. I got my resin put through my bubble chamber, and I think we're going to try and do these two first. I think what I'll do first is, I don't know what to do first. I kind of want to clean down in there. Been using so much alcohol that my resiner's air purifier keeps turning on, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. Anyway, kind of want to wipe in there a little bit. I don't think I can really, but without dislodging that I already put in there. But anywho, they just look like they had some dust in there or something. But I am going to spray them again. So we'll work on this one first. I think what I need to do is I need to put some on the back of this just so that it don't, maybe that'll stop some bubbles. I don't know. I have a messy glove here. Make sure there's no bubbles on it. Maybe we'll just drizzle a little bit in here just to see. I don't know. I've never done this, you guys. I've watched other YouTubers do this, and some have really good results and some don't. So I guess it's one of those things you just got to try it for yourself just to see how it's going to work for you. So let's see if we can get this little wabbit down in there. Use our little tool here. Push it around down in there. Make sure it's nice and flat. Okay. Sorry if I'm getting my head in the way. Trying really hard to keep everything in camera. Let's use one with a more of a flatter back here, see if this helps. And that little foot wants to keep popping back up there. Stay down, little foot. See how we're looking with our ears here. We might have to go back again and give that a good push down, I don't know. Tail. I might be able to look through since they're clear. See how we're doing. I think it'll be cute if it works and we don't get any bubbles under there. That foot just keeps wanting to come back up. Stay down, foot. Oh, and there came a bubble out from under there, so maybe that'll help now, but the back foot, it wants to stay or come up. The ears seem to be doing okay. All right, let's pour a little bit in on top of this. Just to keep that down, maybe. A little squirt here. Maybe we'll, my hand is all yucky. Okay. Let's see if we run our heat gun over top of the, kill some of those bubbles. Not that you're going to see them because of that thing in the front, but you might see them from the side, who knows. All right. Okay, let's set that one aside and we'll give it a check back in a minute. I'm thinking that maybe I better move on to the ones with the inclusions because that takes me a minute. We don't want our resin to start getting hot. So let's grab a little cup. Got this little cup here. And we'll put a little resin down in here. Trying really hard not to. Might be a little too much. Let's take a little bit out. And then we'll put some of these inclusions down in there. That was it's probably still too much resin, but stir. You know, maybe we'll add just a tad. A teeny, 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 teeny. Well, there is some in the top coat. Well, we'll just add a tiny, tiny bit. Everybody loves crushed crystal. I mean, we're going to add just a teeny bit. I hope that was a teeny bit. Anyway. Okay, we got to remember that one, we don't want to put anything in. So we're going to put these in this one. Let's put a few more of these in there. Make sure there's lots. Hopefully you'll be able to see what they are in there. Little carrots and rabbits and Easter eggs. So around my house, I don't have any kids or grandkids that are young enough to to color Easter eggs anymore. None of them care anymore. They're all older and don't do that anymore. We used to have a lot of fun coloring Easter eggs, but now around my house, my eggs are already colored. I have some that lay blue eggs and dark brown eggs and lighter brown eggs, and one lays a darker brown egg, and it always has little speckles on it. So now I wouldn't even have to color Easter eggs. We could just go out and get them out of the coop. All right, let's use this to get these out. Might as well put them all in there since we mixed them up. Might as well use them all. I'm not even sure where I got these ones. Probably at Hobby Lobby. That's where I get a lot of these stuff like this. Probably bought them a long time ago because I just was looking through my stuff to see what I had. I didn't want to go buy stuff, and I found them. So I thought, well, there we go. We have something to use on our cute little bunnies. Okay. Not going to have to worry too much about them being really flat because we are going to put a back coat on there. And when I do my back coats, I do want to do some pretty pastels if I can come up with some pretty pastels to do. I swear, your face never itches until your hands are gross. Give that a little spurt. Alright, so done with those now. You can probably use this same cup. Let's put a little bit in here. These, I'm wondering if these are going to work. If we just put them down in there. Hopefully they will. Never done anything like this before either. The little chicks. See how that works. You can probably add some more. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's give her a spray. These are going to be a little harder to move around in here. Ooh, dark. Oh, the air purifier finally turned off, which surprises me since I just sprayed alcohol. Quiet. It's so quiet. Just got a few more down here in the very bottom. Might as well get them out. Get them in there. Come on. Loosen up. Got two stuck to the bottom that don't want to come loose. Oh, there we go. There we go. Put him over there. All right, so I think I want to go with the pearls in some. I should have maybe got some of those out because maybe I don't want the biggest ones, but we don't really have time now to mess with that, so. I don't know. Maybe they'll be okay if we just have all different sizes. I've noticed with these, the different bags I've got, man, they've got some lots and lots and lots of static in them. We probably should have done more smaller ones, but hindsight is 20/20, right? Push them around in here. I don't know. The big ones might be really cute in there. Who knows? Bunny time, bunny time. Okay, this one. Let's pour some in and then we'll add some of the jelly beans. We could maybe even add some of the glitter, who knows. Two yellows right together. The pink, the blue, the orange. Just kind of, why are all the same colors going together? Don't want the same colors together. And it doesn't have to be full of jelly beans. We can just kind of I don't know. All right, so those are jelly beans. Now, give everybody another squat. Let's give this a squat. And then let's put some of this on here. See, this is fun colors. I thought it looked Eastery. Like maybe a colored a crazy Easter egg. I don't know. Resin's getting a little warm. Okay, let's throw some of this in there just so we have some down. All right, see if we can get our template back down in there. It was a little difficult to get out, but not too hard when I did that earlier. Oh, Oh, I thought the resiners was gonna, the air purifier was gonna kick back on, but it didn't. Tried, but thought about it. My daughter will come home and tell me all these crazy things, and she'll say, I said this or I said this, and I'll say, did you really say that? And she'll say, no, but I thought about it. Oh, here it comes. It's going to kick on. Oh, maybe it's thinking about it. Okay, hopefully we got bubbles out from under there. Resin's getting thick. Maybe I should have done this one first. I don't know. But seems to be staying down pretty good. You won't know if you got bubbles under there until you demold it, I'm sure. All right, put some on the back here. And then we'll just take what we got left and kind of give everybody a top off. All right, give her a spray. Now, let's just kind of see who needs, get our jelly beans out of the way. A little bit in her. All right, peoples. I think we're just about got it all done as far as we can go till they cure, and then we can do a back coat. I'm going to get these over on my heat mat, get them curing, and then I will see you back for demolding. All right, so these have all cured up. What I'm going to do is we're going to make some pastel colors. So I thought what I'd do is, since I'm going to use white in all of them, we would just mix this in white, and then we would put it in our little cups and make the colors. So I'm going to try to hurry because this is kind of a lot of resin. I don't want it to get hot and, you know, start to cure on me. So, and it doesn't need, it's not going to need to be really super opaque or anything. So we don't need to worry about that. We just want to make sure that pigment paste, which I'm using the Let's Resin Ocean White. Just want to make sure it's all stirred up so that we don't have little pieces that drop. I've had that happen to me quite a few times. So I just want to make sure this is good and mixed up. I know I'm mixing a whole bunch of bubbles in there. But we are going to run it through our vacuum chamber. So let's go ahead and get all these. I'm thinking that they're all going to take approximately 2 ounces to fill up the backs of them. If I don't get them completely full, I'm not going to stress about that. So I'm going to kind of set them to the side as I fill these up. Actually, I started filling these up and then realized forgot my plan of doing individual colors in the white. So this will help on our not flash curing or not starting to cure. So far, using Let's Resin, I've never had, I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, but just using their Let's Resin Epoxy. I've not had a flash cure. Not saying it can't happen, but I've poured some pretty deep stuff with it and never had an issue. But, you know, that doesn't mean it can't happen. I know I mixed up 12 ounces. Did I pour somebody too deep? You might have. Might have to steal from some other cups. I've had it get warm and start to thicken on me, but I've never had like a flash cure. Alright, that's as much as I get out of there. We're going to have to steal some from some cups. This one looks like I might have overdid it. Wow, this is weird. I know I made up 12 ounces, but I'm not coming up with 12 ounces. Oh well. We could possibly put this one in the smallest one, but dang, that's interesting. I'm only getting an ounce in this one. Everybody else has approximately 2 ounces. I do have 6 cups here. Thought maybe well, it is what it is. Right, let me wipe these fingers off. Hold on my napkin here. All right, so I just picked out some colors. One of them I am going to keep white, but I am going to add some pigment paste to it. I mean, not pigment paste, but pigment, or, oh shoot, you know what it's called, mica powder. That's what I'm trying to say. See if we can clean up some mess here. Okay, so the one that has the least in it here, that one's a little over. Let's take some of that out. All right, so our one that has the least here, we're going to put it in this one, and I think we were going to make that one like the purple or something. So we'll just need a poon, a little poon. I don't need it. I need some sticks. I just want them to be kind of pastel-y. Because I love pastel colors anyway. They're some of my favorites. But I don't know, I just always think of pastel colors are Eastery colors. I don't know, maybe I'm up in the night, who knows. Make sure that's good and stirred in there so we don't have any floaty mica powders. And I know I'm stirring the crap out of it, but that's me. All right, so there's one. Now, so now let's make a blue one. The white just helps make it more of a pastel than just putting just the colors in there. The white kind of tones down the shimmer of the mica powder a little bit. so that you don't have, so it gives it more of a pastel look than a shimmery color. And a pink one. And I'm not putting in a whole bunch, enough to give a good color, but and always make sure you're scraping your sides and your bottom very well. I know that everybody tells you that, but it's a very good thing to repeat and repeat and repeat, just so you always remember that. Because with mica powders, they will, if you're, especially if you're doing a piece where it's going to go to the bottom, like it'll drop to the bottom, and that ends up your top, you're going to hate that. You're going to hate it. If that happens to you, it kind of ruins your piece. I'm going to do some yellow. So that's one reason why when you're watching all the different YouTubers, they will tell you that over and over and over, because it's, you know, scraping your sides and your bottom is good when you're mixing your resin, when you're mixing in your colorants, and it doesn't matter what colorant you're mixing in, you should do that. It's just a good thing to have on repeat. So I know you hear it over and over and over, but it's a good thing to just drill in so you don't forget. Because you don't want your mica powders sinking to the front of your piece or wherever and ruining it. As I throw, good thing the lid was on that, or it'd have been all over the floor. All over the floor. Okay, so we have the blue, yellow. Oh, we don't do the teal. We do the teal colors. And these are Roleos, the Roleo brand mica powders. I love these Roleos. They're really fun. You can tell I've used them a lot. They have a lot of pretty colors. Okay, and the last one, I'm just going to add some white to it, just to give it a little more opaqueness. And I could have just, you know, but I don't know. I just figured we could just keep them all kind of the same, even though this one's just going to be white. Lid. And you know, I actually don't think I'm going to run these through the vacuum chamber, because these are our back coats. I'm not going to worry about it. I should worry about it, but I'm not going to. We're just going to get these poured. We'll hit them with the heat gun, some alcohol. Hopefully we'll pop as many bubbles as we can. Okay, so this one, I think I wanted what's I going to do on the back of this one? This is the one that we'll do this one first, because it was our violet, so we'll worry about wiping that off. Because this is the smallest bunny. Oh, lost my alcohol. I actually put it away. What a surprise. So we're going to spray some alcohol in there. Make sure micas are mixed up good. Before I pour it all in, I'm going to hit it with my heat gun. Okay. And then we'll finish pouring this in. Looks like we did okay with that one, doing the smaller amount on that one. That one actually worked out really good. Really, really good. Not going to get rid of all of the bubbles, but we'll try to get rid of as many as we can. This one, let's do the pink on the back of this one. Actually, I think I was going to do this one in white. Oh well. No, that one's going to work out really well. Oh, I didn't do the heat gun. Oh well. Oh, life. This gets to me sometimes. Okay. That one looks pretty good. Didn't look like it had a ton of bubbles. Maybe we'll do, let's do the white on the back of this yellow one. Because we don't want yellow on yellow, right? And I forgot to heat gun it again, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. We're doing okay. Okay, let's see. This one, I think I want to put this color on the back of this one. And this one I think I do want to hit with the heat gun before I fill it all the way. Just because the bead, you know, the pearls aren't laid completely down. Okay. I'm just going to slide that one up there. Okay, this one, let's do the blue on the back of this one. And just a tad more. Good. Kill some bubbles. Okay, and then the yeller on the back of this one. And I guesstimated pretty good on the amount they would take. Some of them have a little left over, which I guess I can just dump in something, make a colorful something or other. So, I'm going to get this cleaned up. We'll let these cure, and then we will be back to demold and see if they look cute or not. Okay, guys, see you in a while. Okay, time to get these unmolded, demolded, whatever you want to call it. See how they turned out. Our cute little Easter bunnies. Hopefully they turned out cute. I'm loose. Okay, one. A lot of cleanup on these molds to do. They got really over drips and all kinds of stuff all over them. Now that's stuck in there good. Ooh, that's a hard spot to get out. Come on. You can see we got some line marks where the different layers, but oh well. Oh wow, that is a tight spot to get that out of. Holy moly. I don't know if any alcohol will work or not. Oh, it did. See all the stuff coming off the molds. We'll do that down in the heart. See if that'll help that slide out a little easier. Sometimes I really hate pulling on the silicone. So if it's a mold you end up using a lot, you kind of wear it out in those certain spots. There we go. It actually helps get that heart out. Yeah. And edges are sharp. I keep thinking I'm going to cut myself. Definitely going to have to fix those sharp edges. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go with this one first. Oh, that actually turned out kind of, oh, we got a bubble under, oh, we got several bubbles. Right where that foot, remember I was having problems with that foot? Oh wow, and it even, you can see it's like separated right there. That's weird. Separated right there too. So that didn't work as good as I wanted. Where's the other one? This one. Now that one, I don't see any bubbles in it. Now the paper moved. You can see where the paper, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the paper come up. But from this side, you really can't tell. That one's actually pretty cute. That one's not bad. Okay, here's our pearls. Oh, I like the pearls. The pearls look really cute in there. So, but yeah, that's not horrible. This one is, yeah, that one's bad. Okay, here's the one with all the little inclusions in it. Little Easter bunnies and chicks and eggs and carrots. That one's cute. That one does too. And the sides don't look, I mean, you can see that there's lines when you're looking. Like this one you really can, of course, because of the paper. And this one, I don't know. They're cute. Anyway, here's the little chicks. That one's not bad. Seems to be okay. The glare off of it. Backs are really sharp. So I have to clean up those backs. And the jelly bean one turned out pretty cute. Not too bad. Cute with it would have been cute with any color behind it, probably, with the jelly beans. Maybe this is the one I wanted to do the white in, and I spaced off. Because that would have been really good with the white. It would have showed up the jelly beans a lot better than the pink. But that's okay. But anyway, so there's our little rabbits. So, our Easter video. I don't have any other, at the moment, I don't have any other Easter type molds. So that one's kind of disappointing with the holes in that, but because I really liked that paper in there. The paper was really fun. These holes you could probably fill in with UV resin, because they're, you know, you can put it right in there because they're on the edge. That one on its nose and on its back. The ear one you could fill in, but these two you couldn't do anything with, or these two. So, I don't know. But anyway, till next time, don't forget, always embrace your chaos. Thanks, guys.